102.7 FM, the voice that echoes through every home, every heart. From the streets to the studio, we bring you real talk, real music, and real moments. We are not just a station, we are a movement. High Power 102.7 FM, the pride of the people.
The time is 12 o'clock. Good afternoon. Here is iPower 102.7 FM Midday News. I am Florence Ibhareman. First, the headlines. Aiyedatiwa announces bold reforms to reposition Ondo. NNPCL intention over Tinubu's executive order. On the foreign scene, Robert Mugabe's son faces murder charges. And in sport, Victor Osimhen buckles down to walk. Details of these and more in a moment. Please stay tuned. Glad to have you back. Now the news and details starting from Ondo State. Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa has declared unequivocally that the state is open for business, industry, innovation and global partnership. This is as the state government through the Commissioner for Finance, Omowumi Isaac, signed a memorandum of understanding, including one for a deep sea port project in which government will hold a 12.5% stake, while partnering companies will take 87.5% equity. Speaking at the Ondo State Investment Summit 2026 held at the International Cultural and Event Center, the Dome, Akure, the governor used the occasion of his administration's first anniversary to unveil what he described as a decisive economic shift from consumption to production. According to him, Ondo will no longer rely predominantly on civil service structure, but will reposition itself as a private sector-led industrial powerhouse driven by structural policies, regulatory clarity, and political will. Away from that, following the issuance of Executive Order 09, which mandates the remittance of oil revenue to the Federation account by President Bola Tinubu, experts and petroleum retailers have advised the President on the next course of action. The executive order was announced by the President's spokesman Bayo Ononuga, and this has shown Nigerians' oil sector unbalanced. However, development has sparked debate among stakeholders in the oil and gas industry, particularly over its implication for the Petroleum Industry Act 2021. The move has reportedly created uncertainty within the leadership of the NNPCL regarding its future operations, and also redirect gas flaring penalties and other income sources of the state-owned oil firm to the Federation account. Former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai has filed a ₦1 billion lawsuit against the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission (ICPC) and others, alleging an unlawful invasion of his Abuja residence. In the suit filed, El-Rufai is asking the court to declare that the search The court declared that the search warrant used to enter his home was invalid. It described the warrant as null and void for lack of particularity, material drafting errors, overburden, and absence of probable cause. This midday news is coming to you from iPower 102.7 FM, Emurile Owo. On the foreign scene, Robert Mugabe's son faces murder charge, and in sport, Victor Osimhen buckles down to walk.
Tuning in for breaking news, in-depth analysis, or community update. Hyper 102.7 FM remains your most trusted source, because when it comes to news, the truth matters. Hyper FM 102.7.
Welcome back. Join us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok at iPower1027 FM. Now to foreign matters. The women's ice hockey team of the United States has declined an invitation to President Donald Trump's State of the Union address after he joked that he would be impeached if he did not ask them to attend. Both Republican and Democrats traditionally bring guests to watch the president's annual address to Congress, and Trump's invited the U.S. men's ice hockey team after day one Olympic gold on Sunday. Team USA's women team won gold for the first time since 2018 when they beat the Canadians at 2-1. It is not clear if the men's team have formally accepted Trump's invitation, but they can be heard cheering and saying, "We are in." Still on the foreign scene, the son of the former Zimbabwean President Robert Mugabe, Bellarmine Mugabe, will face charges bordering on attempted murder and frustrating justice. Mugabe and his ally were arrested after the gardener was shot at his residence at Dana Park in Johannesburg. Report says Mugabe and his friends would appear at Alexandra Magistrate Court on Monday to face charges of attempted murder. Bellarmine Mugabe is the youngest son of Zimbabwe's former leader, Robert Mugabe, who died in 2019. And in sport, the professional striker Victor Osimhen has handed Galatasaray a timely boot after returning to training ahead of the clash with Juventus. Osimhen missed the Turkish Super League Championship 2-0 away loss to the Konyaspor last Saturday due to minor knee injuries. The 27-year-old, however, took part in full training yesterday at the Okan Burros side step up preparation for the second leg of the UEFA Champions League playoff ties. To end the iPower 102.7 FM media news, let us take another look at the main points. We told you in the course of the bulletin that Ondo State Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa has declared unequivocally that the state is open for business, industry, innovation, and global partnership. We We also informed you that following the issuance of Executive Order 09, which mandates the remittance of oil revenue to the Federation account by President Bola Tinubu, energy experts and petroleum retailers have advised the President on the next course of action. On the foreign scene, we informed you that the son of the former Zimbabwean President Robert Mugabe, Bellarmine Mugabe, will face charges bordering on attempted murder and frustrating justice. And in sport, we brought to your notice that professional striker Victor Osimhen has handed Galatasaray a timely boot after returning to training ahead of the clash with Juventus. And that was the iPower 102.7 FM Midday News, edited by Olukemi Ajibo. I am Florence